You're listening to the Learn English Through Football podcast. Hello everyone, my name's Damon and I'm based in Tokyo, which is currently hosting the World Athletics Championships. The weather has been incredibly hot the last week, but it finally cooled down last night, which is good news for the athletes competing in the track and field events. How about the weather in London, where Damien is based? Damien, how are you? And how are things over there in London?
Hello, Damon, and hello, everyone. I hope you are all doing well. Things here in London are good, and the weather today has been quite hot and sunny, a lovely mid-autumn day. Now, what a week of football we've had from the first set of matches from this season's Champions League. The favourites and holders, PSG, easily beat Atalanta 4-0. They swept them aside, while Barcelona, Real Madrid, Arsenal, Bayern Munich and Manchester City all had impressive wins. Liverpool also had a win, but they scored their winner very late on in their match to get the 3 points. And we are going to focus on some language connected to late goals in today's show.
Hello, my name is Marcelo. I'm from Brazil. I'm a fan of Vasco da Gama, and you are listening to languagecaster.com.
And before we start with some football language, remember that we have made some changes to our site. The domain name is now learnenglishthroughfootball.com, but you can still find us with the old address of languagecaster.com, so don't worry.
你依家收聽緊 languagecaster.com。
Yes, that message was in Cantonese, and as always, we will have some more stingers or messages throughout the show in different languages. How many will you be able to recognize? We'll let you know the languages at the end of the show. And please send us a message in your own language. Just tell us you are listening to the Learn English Through Football podcast. Or you can tell us in English your name, where you are from, and the team you support. Plus, you are listening to the Learn English Through Football podcast. It would be great to get as many as possible.
Vous écoutez languagecaster.com.
Okay, Damien, over to you and this podcast's football language section.
Right, let's take a look at some language about late goals after this week's Champions League had a couple of important goals after the 90th minute, including a winner for Liverpool and an equaliser for Juventus. In football, each half is 45 minutes long, but the referee often adds a few extra minutes at the end to make up for injuries, substitutions, or other delays. And this is called stoppage time. This is sometimes also called injury time or added time. A stoppage time goal, therefore, is a goal scored during this additional time, so after the regular 45 or 90 minutes have finished. These goals are often dramatic because they come when everyone thinks the match is almost finished. What other nouns can follow stoppage time? Well, pretty much anything that can describe something that happens after the regular 45 or 90 minutes. So, a stoppage time equaliser, a stoppage time winner, a stoppage time consolation, and of course, stoppage time goal. Similar phrases to describe late goals include last minute goal, last gasp winner, added time equaliser, injury time goal, and of course, stoppage time goal. Now, in this week's Champions League matches, there were some dramatic stoppage time goals. Liverpool scored their winner against Atletico Madrid in the 92nd minute. But perhaps the most dramatic stoppage time goals came from the Juventus versus Borussia Dortmund game, when the home side scored twice in stoppage time, the 94th and 96th minutes, to draw 4-4 with the Germans. Amazing.
State ascoltando languagecaster.com.
Nice one, Damien. Remember, we also have a weekly football phrase podcast too that comes out after the weekend. Last week, we looked at the phrase sweep aside, which described Manchester City's 3-0 easy win over Manchester United in the Manchester Derby.
Talking of derbies, Damon, it's time to move on to the Merseyside derby between Liverpool, the team you support, who are playing at home at Anfield, and their crosstown rivals, Everton. What do you think about this game?
Yes, the Merseyside derby, which has come early in the season this time. To be truthful, I really don't like the derby because it is so stressful. You just don't want your team to lose. I'm always really nervous before the game, and this season is no different. They say form goes out the window in derbies, meaning we shouldn't look at the recent results, but actually both teams have had good starts. Liverpool's has been amazing, 4 wins from 4, but Everton have also picked up some good results with 3 wins and a draw, so undefeated. The addition of Grealish to the Blues ranks seems to have excited the Everton faithful, the Everton fans, and they have also moved to a fantastic-looking new stadium on the banks of the River Mersey. The mood is very positive if you are an Everton fan. But I'm not an Everton fan, and I'm also very positive about Liverpool. Their new players are beginning to gel. They are picking up points, and they will have the Anfield crowd behind them at kickoff on Saturday. I'm also glad that Everton are feeling so positive. That means they may try and play a bit of football instead of trying to kick Liverpool off the pitch. Okay, that's a bit strong, but in recent derbies, Everton have relied on a very aggressive and physical approach. This time, I think they may feel they can beat us, so we'll be a bit more positive, which will allow Liverpool to play their attacking game too. I reckon it'll be a 2-0 home win, with the Reds staying top of the pile with 5 wins out of 5. Damien, as a neutral, what do you think?
I agree. It's going to be a fun game with both teams in good form. I feel Everton might sneak a draw here. Surely Liverpool can't keep relying on late stoppage time goals. 1-1 for me. Let's have a look at some of the predictions phrases that we both used. Number 1, I reckon it will be a win. And number 2, I feel Everton might sneak a draw. In the first one, I reckon suggests that the speaker is quite confident, while in the second one, I feel suggests less confidence, that while the phrase to sneak a draw means that they are not expected to draw and probably won't even deserve the draw, but somehow manage to do so. How about practicing your predictions language with us? What do you think will happen in this game or other games that you are watching? Let us know by coming along to our site and leaving a comment below this post or on our forum. It's a really good way to practice some of your writing. And you can also practice some speaking. Maybe leave a predictions voice note as well. We'll be happy to give you some feedback on this and maybe include it in our future podcasts.
Tá tú a géisteacht le languagecaster.com.
Right, remember you can contact us if you have any questions about the language of football or if you have some feedback on our podcast. Check out our website. Remember, it's now Learn English Through Football, and explore our football language forum. You can ask and answer questions about all kinds of football language. And of course, don't forget, we have a huge glossary of football terms with hundreds of expressions, phrases, and cliches all about the beautiful game of football. We also have explanations and examples of some of the football language we have used in today's show, and you can find that by coming along to this post on learnenglishthroughfootball.com.
Merhaba beyler. Ben Türkiye'den Mert. Şu anda Language Caster dinliyorsunuz. Sevgiler.
Yes, you are listening to the Learn English Through Football podcast, and that message was in Turkish. Did you guess the other languages you heard on today's podcast? First, we had Cantonese, then French and Italian. After that, we had Irish and then Turkish. And well done if you got any of those correct. And remember, you can add a message by sending us a recording for the Learn English Through Football podcast.
You're listening to the Learn English Through Football podcast.
Right, let us know if you hear or see any of the phrases or words that we have talked about on this week's show, including last gasp goal and stoppage time goal. How would you say these phrases in another language that you know? Can you tell us any examples of famous stoppage time goals for your team? Can you use today's phrase stoppage time goal in a sentence? If you can, send it on to us here at Learn English Through Football. Enjoy all the football this weekend, and we'll be back early next week with another weekly football expression from the weekend's football. See you all again soon. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra!